Hi, welcome back to Herbal Blendings Pharmacy. My name is Dr. Tamitha Davis. Today I want to show you guys how I make my pregnancy herbal tea. But before I do that, I want to put out a disclaimer that there's not a whole lot of scientific studies or research done on the safety of herbs. So you want to make sure that you do your own research. Don't just take my word for it. Because there's been several women out there who've used it and had great results, and then there's some out there that maybe had overdone an herb or whatever the reason was, an allergic reaction or something, and something went awry. So make sure you do your own research, and yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm going to show you some of the stuff that you need in order to do this recipe. I have a digital scale, and I have a bowl I'm going to be using on the scale to measure out, and then I have a big jar that I'm going to put each herb into and mix up for my tea blend. All right. Okay, so my first herb is going to be dandelion leaf. Some herbalists use the roots, but I'm not going to be using the roots. I'm just going to be using the leaves. The roots do have medicinal benefits, and they are possibly safe during pregnancy. However, I am not using them. It just tastes too strong, and it's not really the effect that I'm looking for. This is going to serve the purpose. So iron is really rich in different vitamins. Vitamins A, vitamin C, iron, calcium, potassium. It has all the trace elements. The roots help clean out your liver. It's not something I'm looking to do while I'm pregnant. But the leaves have kind of a mild taste to it, and it's also a diuretic, so if you're retaining fluid while you're pregnant, the dandelion leaf is the best way to go. So we're going to go ahead and measure out in our container here. So I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to zero it out, get that in a shot there. And I'm going to be doing 3 ounces of the dandelion leaf. It probably will be most of this jar, which is fine. Get in there. All right, so there's 3 ounces. Now I'm going to add that into my big jar. My hands are clean, so, and I'm the only one going to be drinking this. If I was making this for you guys, I would definitely have my whole sanitized get up on and hopefully not making this big, huge mess. All right, and I probably will skip this part of showing you guys. I just wanted to show you how I do it, my first herb here, but I will spare you guys the measuring and all that stuff and pouring in and making this lovely mess. But yeah, there we go. And we'll just dump that right on in there. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next herb. All right, so our next herb is going to be stinging nettle. This is some stinging nettle that I harvested from my yard, and I really like it because I know it's free of pesticides. And that's one thing, if you guys are buying your herbs online, make sure that it's organic and that you research the company, because you don't want to, take somebody's word for it. If you haven't researched the company, make sure you check the reviews and check to make sure they are a legitimate company. If I was to order herbs, I usually go through Mountain Rose Herb or Star West Botanicals. There's another one I can't remember off the top of my head, India something or other, and some of the Gaia something that has really good herbs. But definitely make sure it's organic and that it's it's free from pesticides. All right, stinging nettle is you can use all the parts of the nettle, which I have. I use the entire plant. I just dried it out, but this has a lot of iron, so when we're pregnant, we really got to make sure our iron stores are up, our ferritin. And stinging nettle has a lot of iron in it. It also has a lot of chlorophyll, which helps to boost your iron stores in your body. So it has a lot of other minerals in it, just as well as the dandelion leaves. So this is a must-have in the pregnancy tea to help with your iron. And baby uses a lot of iron, so and your blood volume also increases by like 50%. So we really want to make sure we have something in our tea, in our diet as well, that has lots of iron. So we're going to be doing 3 ounces of this one, and I will spare you guys the whole process here. All right, and then I just added him to the jar. Now we're going to move on to our next herb. All right, so this one here can be optional. I add it because I have anxiety issues. I also have insomnia, which lemon balm, I think, did I mention it was lemon balm? This is lemon balm, and this is also from my garden. Lemon balm helps with anxiety and irritation, irritability, insomnia. So that's why I'm adding it to mine. You don't have to add it to yours if you're okay with everything and your mood's great and you're not having all the crazy mood swings with pregnancy like I'm having. But yeah, so for this one here, I'm only going to be doing 1 ounce to my mixture. It seemed to be working really well with what I've been doing for and I've been doing this for I'm in my 2nd trimester now. I'm 19 weeks today, and I've been doing this tea since probably about 9 weeks, so about 10 weeks now. In my 1st trimester I started, and I've had really good results with just adding just the 1 ounce. So I'm going to continue to do that because I've seen great results, but I'm only going to be doing 1 ounce, and I will spare you guys this whole measuring process. Okay, so our next herb is going to be alfalfa. You can use all parts of the alfalfa, the aerial parts of the alfalfa. I got this from Star West Botanicals. I will leave links to these companies down below, Star West Botanical and the Mountain Rose Herbs. But something about alfalfa that I like is that it has almost every single mineral that you can think of. It has roots that really go down in and suck out the minerals and stuff. It also has vitamins A, D, E, and K. The vitamin K will come very important in your 3rd trimester towards the end. This is one of those herbs I will be increasing a couple weeks before birth because it helps with the hemorrhaging, so that you don't have the postpartum hemorrhaging, and it helps with the blood clotting. So I'm only going to be putting 1 ounce of this in. That's what I've been drinking. I really like it because of the vitamins and minerals, but it's going to be increasing in my late 3rd trimester. So we're just going to be doing 1 ounce of this, just the same as I did with the lemon balm. And yeah, so another good way to get some more extra vitamins and minerals in, because trust me, you know, we definitely need that. So we're just going to add 1 ounce of this one in, and I will spare you guys this part. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful so far? We're almost to the tippy top. We got 2 more herbs to add in here, but I just like how you can see the different ones. I don't know, I'm kind of dorky that way, but all right, let's get to the next herb. All right, so my next herb is going to be red raspberry leaf. Not any flavoring. It doesn't taste like raspberries at all. It's very fluffy and very green tasting. So just so you'll know, it's not going to taste like raspberries. A lot of people are like, it don't taste like raspberry at all. It's like, yeah, it doesn't. It's just the green parts. But red raspberry leaf helps with nausea. It also helps to tone up your uterus so that it makes your labor not as long. Like some people say they're in labor for like hours and hours. This helps to decrease the labor time. Now, a word of caution with this, with the red raspberry leaf tea, that if you're taking it in your 1st trimester, you're probably going to want to do half the amount. I'm going to be adding 2 ounces, so maybe just do only 1 ounce. But in my 3rd trimester, a couple weeks before I actually am on my due date, I'm going to be tripling. So I'll probably be doing 3 ounces, if not 4 ounces of the red raspberry leaf tea. Because I want it to help to strengthen up my uterus so that I'm not in labor so long. This is my 1st child, so I've just taken other people's word for it. I've heard other testimonies say, yes, it works very well. And there's some other things that I will talk about closer to my due date, on some dates that I'll be eating, and different yoga stuff that I'm going to be doing to help with labor. But This does help with nausea, so if you're having nausea, this is really good. But it's also got a lot of vitamins and minerals in it, just the same as the alfalfa, the dandelion leaf, and the lemon balm, the nettles. So that's why I add this to my recipe. Again, I'm only going to be doing 2 ounces. My first trimester, just think 1, 2, 3. First trimester 1, second trimester 2 ounces, third trimester 3, even 4 ounces. So we're going to go ahead and measure this out. And again, I will spare you this daunting task here. Okay, so my last and final herb that I'm going to be adding to this particular blend is going to be the oat straw tops. You can also use the milky oat tops. I'll probably be adding the milky oat tops in my third trimester. It helps to help you produce breast milk, and then you can also continue to drink that after you have babies so you can produce breast milk. But the reason why I'm adding this one is because it really helps with anxiety through your pregnancy, helps with those mood swings, any fatigue, stress and stuff. Your husband can drink this one too, but it also has a lot of calcium, magnesium that we need. We usually use up our stores of magnesium and calcium, so this is something that's going to be rich in those nutrients. Also, it does have some other vitamins and minerals in it, not as much as the alfalfa, the dandelion, and the nettle and the lemon balm, but it does have other trace minerals and stuff. But mainly it's to help to kind of calm your body down, like the lemon balm, and I found that it's been really, really helpful. So I'm going to be adding in 2 ounces of this one. And again, I will spare you guys this step. Okay, so I read my recipe wrong. This is only 1 ounce of this and not 2 ounces. I will probably increase to 2 ounces late in my third trimester. So I just wanted to put that out there so you guys aren't like, wait a minute. But yeah, so it's only 1 ounce of this one. So we're going to go ahead and add this to our jar. All right, there you have it, filled almost up to the very tippy top. So what I'm going to do with this, because I do need to mix this, I'm going to get a big huge bowl and mix this all up and then put it back into this jar. I could have probably just added it to the bowl, but I wanted to show you guys how pretty it is in different layers. And honestly, I forgot about the whole mixing part. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a big bowl, mix it up, and then I'll show you the final product. All right, you guys, there is my finished product. So how do I use this? It's important, right? So I like to do a cold infusion overnight. I use 1/4 of a cup of the dried herb into a 32-ounce jar. And I fill it with purified water, distilled water, whatever. You know, just make sure it's not tap water. And then I put a lid on it and I stick it in my refrigerator overnight. So I usually put it in there before I go to bed. The next morning, I strain it and I will drink that throughout the day. When you're pregnant, it's very important to stay hydrated because baby needs fluids. It's floating around in fluid. It needs to replenish those fluids. And so drinking probably about half your body weight in ounces of water every day. And this 32 ounces of this tea would count towards your daily amount of liquid. I just kind of drink this throughout the day along with other water and stuff. I love drinking tea. I hate the taste of just regular water, so I usually can drink this here with no problem. The other ounces that I need can be a bit of a challenge, and I will say that I don't always drink all the water that I need, but this definitely helps. So yeah, so 1/4 of a cup into a 32-ounce glass jar container of your choice, preferably not plastic, and refrigerate it overnight. Strain it in the morning. Now, you can add stevia leaf. Don't add like the cocaine-looking stuff that they sell in the stores, because God only knows what kind of additives. Or you can get like the stevia extract, the little droplets and stuff. You can use that in your tea to sweeten, because it is green tasting. It's not like, oh, I must have this. It's such a great tasting tea. I've actually become accustomed to it. I look forward to drinking it because my body needs it and it craves it now. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I will be selling this I'm waiting for an order to come in. I unfortunately didn't grow enough because I wasn't planning on getting pregnant, but I don't have enough of the herbs that I've grown on my property, so I'm going to be ordering some herbs from my favorite herb stores and mixing up my remedy, and I will be having that on my website. I'll have the website listed down below. It's not on there yet. Today is Wednesday, the last Wednesday of November. I don't even know what today's date is. So, but yeah, I'm hoping to get that in the next couple weeks. I've already got the order placed. So be on the lookout for that and give time for this video to get circulating around. Please share the video if you have a friend that's pregnant and is looking for some alternatives to help get some extra vitamins and minerals into their body. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel, like, comment. I want to get this algorithm out there to help future mamas to live healthier, happier lives. I will be doing a pregnancy update video very soon. I'm excited. I've been filming baby moving. That's been really exciting. I have a little Doppler right here, heartbeats. But yeah, so I'll be sharing all that information with you. I did get a bracelet. Somebody had showed me. Let's see if I can get that to. So it's just a medical bracelet that shows that you're pregnant. So just in case, I got the idea from somebody off of Facebook, and they were, yeah, I got this off of Amazon, and they're like, if you're in a car accident, you're not that far along, you're not showing, you know, sometimes they don't want to assume that you're pregnant. So having this here, because there's a lot of stuff that you can't have done to you if you're pregnant, and a lot of times the doctors or EMTs aren't going to know, you know, but if you have a medical alert bracelet saying, hey, I'm pregnant. So I thought this was an awesome idea. You know, God forbid, you know, I'm in like a car accident or I pass out somewhere, you know, they need to know that, you know, you're pregnant or whatever. It's not a bragging thing, but yeah. So if you are interested, I think it's like 15 bucks off of Amazon. I thought it was worth it. I think they do have different color bands, but anyway, all right, you guys, I hope you guys enjoy the tea video. And I will be doing another video here shortly, soon, a couple, 2 or 3 days, hopefully. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!